After season 11. If this is your first race on the stream and there are some people present who are new to the stream, but you are subject to the Virgin Curse, exclamation point Virgin or exclamation point Curse if you want to figure out more about that. Otherwise, just have some fun. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you enjoy yourselves. And you're probably not ready for what's about to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, all the players getting started here on the Jumpman platform. 18 racers on the track. Fence up there on the right side. How we doing on the left side? Trying to get the early start of the Jumpman platform. It looks like it's going to be how we doing caught up on the left hand side. And it's going to be Spengu back out. You got Francis and Mr. Arbar starting to get through the right side with App Games not too far behind. Lady Hooks on the left hand side trying to get a good start. It looks like Spengu taking on the Virgin Curse. And they have that stupid duck in their profile picture. I'm glad they're number 8,000 in the world with only 13 races. They deserve it. Spengu getting through the left hand side trying to find their way through the tires. But the Virgin Curse is a bitch. And they're going to have a lot of struggle to take on these other 17 players and the Virgin Curse all at the same time. Francis Mbaka trying to get through the right hand side as well. Habs Games, Lady Hook, and looks like Pucky Games not too far behind in the middle of the pack with that tight peloton forming in the track, and someone I didn't see was still in the back as Mega makes it through the left hand side trying to get around the next set of tires, but it looks like it's going to be Habs Games blasting through, also trying to take on the Virgin Curse to make their way through the right hand side, make their way down into the center of the booster. It looks like they're going to go down in the third set of tires, trying to find a good line, bouncing off the left hand side, keeping a good track as they go through the right hand side of the cheese grater, trying to get out of the fourth booster and into the fourth cheese grater as quickly as possible. They have another set of tires that they got to blast through, trying to get through on the left hand side, but it looks like they're finally going to get swept up in the center of the tires here, trying to muscle their way through their B, but here comes Lazy Guy from behind in the second place, blasting through the right hand side, right past the cheese grater, right past App Games, they're into the first place, they go to the left hand side, hitting that next booster into the final cheese grater. It looks like they're going to have a pretty good start here on the right hand side, trying to get around the tires, but it looks like they get stopped up on that right hand track, still weaving and bobbing though. Lazy Hook's trying to come back from behind, App Games also trying to get through with a pretty good line, but they get turned by the boosters as we go through on the right hand side with Lazy Guy Dog, hitting that last booster and last set of tires, and can they get the first place finish once again? No, they're caught up on the first set of tires, and now it's going to be Bio Games, Abs Games, and Shelby all trying to come up from behind, 500 pushes down the left hand side, falling out of the map. Shelby and Abs Games both trying to take on the Virgin Curse, trying to find a way around these tires on the left hand side. It looks like Shelby gets a good bounce here on the left hand track, trying to beat the Virgin Curse, but here comes Mark out from behind. The Virgin Curse is striking strong. Both Ab Games and Shelby caught up in the tire debris, trying to push through, but it looks like it's going to be Shelby muscling through. Lazy Guy Dog on the right hand side, and is anyone going to be able to finish out this race? It looks like it's going to be Shelby, out of all people, muscles their way through the tires and gets the victory in first place. Ab Games in second. Amazing performances, defeating the Virgin Curse and all the other competitors on this track. And Connery Clay's supposed to come to the top. It looks like Connery hits a good bounce off of Claire Lease. Did you see that collision, ladies and gentlemen? As Connery makes way down in first place after that amazing physical play off of Claire Lease. Make their way down to the side, but can they hit this booster right on the Mogo pad to keep themselves on the track? Yes, they can. And no, they bounce out of the map, and the Virgin Curse claiming Connery right at the last opportunity. What tragedy. Claire Lease also going to follow the map in second place, so now it's going to be Mrs. Riz in first place, trying to get to the top. Mrs. Riz with 2,800 wins, 43,000 races. They should have the experience necessary to get themselves to this track, but Spike and Toomey trying to get ahead on the right hand side with a good straight line across the center. It looks like Spike and Toomey's going to get a good bounce as Mrs. Riz. No, Spike and Toomey hit the top of the pan, and Mrs. Riz gets in underneath. And what a phenomenal comeback by Mrs. Riz as Spike and Toomey collided with the top of the pan on the center of the wind bed. For the week, trying to get through that level and save as quickly as possible. It looks like a glorious mustache is going to come through at first place on the right-hand side. How do they do it? No one knows. And it is it's every fucking time. But first they have to get through all these pistons and already having a little bit of trouble in the middle of the pan. Hans Herber trying to get through in second place with a much better line through these pistons. Glorious Mustache still looking to come back from behind as they hit the first piston at the top of the pan. And it looks like Spootry and Alvani going to start putting the pressure on there. Hans Herber overtakes Mrs. Riz to make it down first to the pop side shoot, down to the second pop side shoot. And Hans Herber looking to make a move here. Mrs. Riz trying to scramble back into first place, but Hans Herber is keeping it under control for now. Mrs. Riz closes the gap, but Hans Herber still first, so they make it into the final set of pistons. Mrs. Riz trying to get around Hans Herber, but they hit the piston. Hans Herber getting ahead first place on the right hand side. They hit the boosters on the left hand track, but can they stick the landing high on the left hand side? They stumble on the line, and Hans Herber has stuck the landing, ladies and gentlemen. Phenomenal performance. Looks like it's going to be Glorious Mustache and Mrs. Riz both trying to get through. Mrs. Riz over and out. Looks like Glorious Mustache trying to get down the center of the intersection, but they've missed the line, and Spoontree skips ahead out of nowhere off of the jump into the wind bit into first place. And ladies and gentlemen, the Glorious Mustache finally defeated on their home turf. It looks like both players having a little bit of trouble here. It looks like it's going to be Tebow going through the right hand side, but they missed the line as well. Puck Games left hand side trying to get through, but Fresh Patia has the best line, colliding with Zooey, and it's going to be Zooey in first place. Fresh Patia in second place, coming down after that collision. Allen in third place, Tebow in fourth place, but Tebow has a better line than Allen, trying to get ahead in third place, but both players are going to be changing places to make their down. And Allen, where did you get such a beautiful little red halo around that marble? Where did you get that, Allen? That looks great. I wish I had one. Man, where did you get that? All players taking it down through that Wing Chun Dodo dummy. It's going to be out on the right-hand side, trying to hold third place, but how we do it, trying to put the pressure on here in fourth place. Tebow trying to get through in fifth, but they hit the last dummy on the right-hand side. Netiv coming up with a lot of speed on the right-hand side, trying to overtake, but they clipped the dummy as well. And it is going to be Fresh PT holding first place with Zoe right behind in second place. Allen trying to get through a full helix behind Fresh PT, and in third place, how we do it right behind in fourth place. Make their way around through those pins. Fresh PT with a beautiful line through those pins. Make their way down into the next set of pins, trying to get through on the right-hand side. They hit the first pin, but they're not going to get eliminated. Making their way down, and here comes Zoe trying to overtake from behind if they can get a better line. Looks like Fresh PT trying to get through the left-hand side, hits the dummy on the left-hand track, and looks like Zoe trying to get through on the right inside with the perfect line straight through all the dummies and right into first place to go, trying to get past the Pistons, and Zoe with an amazing glide here on their first race of the day, making their way through the left-hand side of the cheese grater, making their way down into that second level and see, but they still have a couple more ramming pins to avoid before they get eliminated. Alan getting down into second place is I already know, Alan. Zoe, how we doing it there? Getting a good boost off of those pins as Zoe already down to the level and see on the left-hand side, trying to get through the opening. It looks like they're going to be able to do it, and Zoe holding first place for now. If they can just get past that set of pins on the second place position, it is going to be Alan. Blee blasted out by the pins, not going to be able to finish out the race. How we doing? Trying to get through in third place. They go right a beautiful straight line through those pins. No trouble whatsoever. Same with Fresh 50 and Netdev. Not a single trouble for any of those pins for any of the players. Make their way down into the level team. Oh, but Zoe is blasted out by the last line of pins, and they're not going to be able to finish out the race. And now we're in a jumble, ladies and gentlemen. Alan, Fresh 50, and how we doing? All clumped up for first place. Just now getting on that dishwasher on the right hand side. It looks like Debo in fourth, Netdev in fifth place. Make their way down into this gutter of pins, and who's going to be the one to make it across? Fisher D, first one down, going through on the right-hand side, but they hit that fourth pin, trying to get through, and it looks like they're going to be able to get through without getting eliminated, but they got to be careful as they don't have any momentum. Alan with a good dead drop from the center on the left-hand side, trying to get ahead. Fisher D with a little bit more line on this last Oxbow. Looks like how we do it, coming around third. Tebow fourth, Dead up in fifth, and Ken Fisher D keep Alan at base and make them down through the final sets of divides here. Trying to get through on the left-hand side, going around the bend. Alan trying to get some way around Freshman 2 with a slightly different line, but no, it looks like Fisher D holds first place on the left-hand side as they go through the final bend into the track and into the windmill, and it is going to be Freshman T with a first place victory. Alan in second, how we doing in third, then Devin fourth, Tebow in fifth. Looks like play games blasted out by the pin, not going to be able to finish it out. Kaner also blasted out, not going to finish it out either. And MrsRiz, I think, may have gotten blasted by the pin, but stuck a landing back on the track and not going to be outdone. Number 6 in the 6th position. Make their way down to this gutter for the second time, trying to get through these ramming pins. Blasted to the right-hand side and a skip shot into the wind bin. Ladies and gentlemen, MrsRiz determination. 2 blasts from the pin and going to take it to their advantage to finish out the race in style. That's good tea. And there they go, ladies and gentlemen, all coming down that vertical pinball board. Blee with a good line on the right-hand side, but trying to hold it. It looks like Biocon going to try to skip ahead, but Zone's going to have the better bounce coming down in the center of the track. And it is going to be Zone first, Biocon second, looks like Helicus in third, Zoe in fourth, Blee in fifth, Trips in sixth, Faith in seventh place, looks like Kaner in eighth place, Netdev in ninth, Tipo in 10th, it looks like Alan 11th, how we doing in 12th, the 5 with Bush Sam in 13th place. I'll make their way down into the divides and into the twisted toothpicks as they make their way down to the boosted Newton's Nightmare. We're going to see who's going to come around in first place. Zone leading the pack as they hit that booster into the Newton's Nightmare, but will they have the best line? No, Helicus scooping ahead on the right-hand side, Blee with another good line on the right-hand side, getting ahead of the other 2 players, and it looks like it is going to be Blee on the right-hand side, using that opening created by the other 2 players ahead of him to skip ahead in first place to make it down in the second second twisted toothpick. That devil left-hand side second. Looks like 5% Zone and how we do it all battling out for third place. Hill gets back at 6th, Zoe in 7th, Kater in 8th, Tipo in 9th, Alan in 10th, Backout 11th, Trip does in 12th, and Victor Delcati back in 13th place. Make the way through that second twisted toothpick. And all the other players make their way down into the colander to try to get through the rotating funnel as quickly as possible. And who's going to be the first one down and get themselves down through this dishwasher? We're going to find out in just a moment. Zone first one down, but they get a bad bounce. Blee hits that booster, trying to get through the right side, but Zoe's going to take the booster on the right-hand side, right into the wheelbarrow, into first place they go, and it looks like Zoe's going to go for another win here today. How we do it in second place, just now getting that Wolfberger and Hilgis in third place. Zoe with a perfect straight line down the center of the slides, trying to get through with a tremendous amount of speed. I think they might be ahead of the record time, but no, they're stopped up on the pins, and that could cost them their record time, but it looks like they have enough time to get through on the left-hand side, trying to save the other 2 players. And are they ahead of the record time? Is Zoe going to be able to defeat the record time by MrsRiz? I think they are, even after that pin stop, and an amazing play by Zoe. How did they get through the track so fast that they could afford to stop on a pin and still beat the record time? I don't know, but they've done it. And a second win of the day and a new record time set by Zoe. I'm completely beside myself.